I've been trading with my funded futures for a while now, and I have thoughts. Some good, some not so good. So before you purchase a challenge, watch this first. In this video, we're going to cover what my funded futures actually is, the rules you need to know before you purchase a challenge, what my payout experience looked like. I'm going to show you the proof, and at the end, I'm going to tell you straight up if I think my funded futures is worth it in 2026. Okay. So for anybody who doesn't know, my funded futures is a prop firm. What that means is they fund your account, you trade their money, you keep a percentage of the profits, and you're not risking any of your own capital beyond the cost of the challenge itself. The way it works, you pay for a challenge, you hit the profit target without breaking any of their drawdown rules, you get a funded account. MFF is specifically a futures prop firm. So we're talking CME futures, gold, ES, NQ, YM, the instruments that I trade. They have a few different account sizes. Me personally, I use the 50K, and I'll tell you why I picked that one. But at the end of the day, your account should match your risk tolerance and your strategy, not your ego. Don't sign up for the biggest account because it sounds impressive. That's how you blow it. But here's what most reviews actually skip: the rules. And the rules are what actually make or break you in a prop firm. MFF uses a trailing drawdown, meaning your max loss threshold moves up as your account equity does. As you make money, your floor rises with it. This catches a lot of traders off guard. You can't just have a great week and then give it all back. Once that floor moves up, it stays there. Let me give you a quick example. If your drawdown limit is 2,000 and your account hits a new high, the floor moves up, which means you need to protect those profits. You can't treat a funded account like a practice account. They also have daily loss limits, so you can't just YOLO one trade and wipe out your whole day. And there are consistency requirements, which I'll get to in a second. Me personally, I treat the challenge account like a funded account, because if you can't follow the rules during the challenge, you won't follow them when real money is on the line. At the end of the day, discipline is the whole product. All right, let's talk about what you actually came here for. Did I get paid? Yes, the process was super smooth. From the time that I requested the payout to the time that it actually reached my bank account was less than 24 hours. Now let me tell y'all, I've heard from traders in the community who've had different experiences. So I'm not going to sit here and act like every single person's experience is perfect. What I can speak to is mine. One thing I need you to hear: read the payout rules before you request your withdrawal. There are consistency requirements. You can't just have one massive day that makes up 80% of your profits and then request a payout. They want to see you're a consistent trader, not someone who just got lucky. And honestly, that's fair. That's what being a trader actually looks like. So, is MFF worth it? Let me break it down for real. Pros first. Then I'm going to be honest about the cons too, because I'm not just here to hype this up. The entry cost is reasonable compared to a lot of other firms. You're not dropping thousands just to get started. Futures access: gold, NQ, ES, YM. If you trade what I trade, that matters a lot. The trailing drawdown, while it can catch you off guard, actually builds discipline. It forces you to lock in profits instead of giving them back. That's actually a feature, not a bug, if you understand it. And they pay. Payout proof exists. In a space where there are a lot of firms with messy withdrawal histories, that matters. Cons: real talk. That trailing drawdown is also my biggest warning. Because if you don't fully understand how it works before you start trading, it will surprise you at the worst time. I've seen traders breach funded accounts they were profitable in because the floor moved and they didn't realize it. The consistency rules can feel restrictive if you're someone who makes most of your money in one or two big sessions. Read the fine print on this before you commit. Customer support. During high volume periods, it can be slow. Not a deal breaker, but worth knowing so you're not caught off guard. There's no perfect prop firm. At the end of the day, you're matching the firm to your trading style, not the other way around. If you're still in the research phase and trying to figure out which firm is right for you, drop MFF in the comments. I'll share what helped me make my decision and answer any questions there. Okay, final answer. Is my funded futures worth it in 2026? For the right trader, yes. And here's what I mean by the right trader. If you already have a strategy tested, if you understand risk management, and I mean actually understand it, not just knowing what a stop loss is. If you can trade consistently and you're not just chasing one huge day, MFF is a solid option. Now, if you're brand new, you've never been consistent, and you think a funded account is going to finally motivate you to get serious, let me be real with you. It won't. The rules will just expose the gaps in your foundation. Me personally, I think futures prop firms are one of the best ways to scale capital without putting any of your own money at risk, but only if you treat the process seriously. MFF is one of the firms I would recommend in that space. Do your research, compare it. Don't just take my word for it. That's all I got on my funded futures. If this helped you, hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know. If you have questions about the challenge rules, the payout process, or how I trade futures on MFF, drop them in the comments. I read everything down there. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'm documenting this whole funded trader journey in real time. I'll see you guys in the next one.